Happy Libra season and happy almost full moon in Aries, which I'm an Aries moon, so I know this energy well. Man, always so intense, right? And here's the thing. I love fall energy because I love the psychology of people. I love the darker aspects of people. And we get to do shadow work. Yay! Okay, I know. It's not super exciting, but man, if people did it, this world would be such a different place. And I say that as an Aries moon because here's the thing. I'm super independent. I love my freedom. I love my own space. I love to do my own thing. And with Libra season, it's funny because it's always like caffeine season, seems to be Libra season, but it's also because we are at this place where we want to nurture relationships, where we want somebody to coexist with. And, you know, I think that in summer we like to do our own thing, we love to have our freedom, and then as the weather gets colder and, you know, we've all kind of been doing our own thing, you want somebody, you want something, and for me, you know, I am an INFP and I am not a planner, but I've realized that for me it's very nourishing to have somebody in my life that does plan things. And I've fought that for a really long time, but shadow work, it's because I'm afraid that if I start to get used to that, it's going to go away. You know, and if I depend on something, then it's going to go away because that's my story. So, I know that's pretty deep, but that's the shadow work that I'm talking about, is realizing that, okay, so, you know, for Virgo season, it was that fork in the road. Okay, you could go this direction, which you're comfortable with because there is no commitment, there's, you know, you're used to this type of behavior. Or you could go this fork in the road where perhaps you could allow somebody to show up for you. And that's super scary, but that's also part of my growth. And I actually pulled a card from my wisdom oracle when I was trying to make this decision, and I got peace. And I think with all of the uncertainty in the world right now, for me it's very nourishing to have something that I could potentially count on, you know? So that's a little look into my shadow work. But you know, we're just humans and we're messy and we're complicated, and that's what's so beautiful about it. So, let's see what our energy for Libra season is. I mean, a big part of me and my growth, oh my gosh, I mean, would it really be a video if I didn't drop the cards on the ground? A big part of my growth is being vulnerable and admitting that I don't have it all figured out. I'm still working on it. But, you know, that's life. If anybody pretends like they have it all figured out, they're lying, okay? At least that's what I think. We're just doing the best we can, and when you are on a personal growth journey, like I said, it's not linear. It's very secular. and you're just kind of figuring it out as you go. And, I think that relationships can add color to your world. They shouldn't be your whole world, but they can add color. Okay. Just keep dropping all the cards, you guys. Okay. What else? What else should we talk about? Mercury is going to go retrograde in Scorpio. That'll be fun. I mean, it will be because, like I said, I like the darker aspects. But I think you'll realize that people will begin to go beyond the surface, which is where I love to live. So. Right out the gate, you guys, Libra season, okay? A man holding a coin and a woman holding a coin. And I think the thing is, like, you each have your own individual gifts. And when you come together, there's something really beautiful about that. Spiritual, the temple, path, and the journey. For me, I've been on this spiritual journey path for years, and perhaps you have too, and maybe it's time to allow somebody else into your life. And then just trust. Have faith. Trust the process. That's beautiful. I love that so much. Okay. Let's see what goddess wants to assist us for this Libra season and this Aries full moon. All the things. And I think another thing about Libra season is it is a time to find the beauty in life. Libras love to look for the beauty in life and surround themselves with beauty. And Libra is a Venus sign, so it is all about love and partnership, and it's also very much about justice and fairness, and the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner, and that is Libra, the balancing of the scales. So, seeing as, I live in the US and we have a current election and it is just wild, crazy, intense energy, this gives me hope. This gives me hope. Alright, let's see what Sacred Rebel wants to come through. I just love these cards. They make me so happy. I feel like it's just always such a relevant message for the times that we are going through. Okay, didn't drop it. Almost did, but not quite. Alright. It's beautiful. Heaven Sent. Never got this card. Just as we receive gifts in the physical world through the thoughtfulness of others to acknowledge how much we mean to them, So too receive gifts on other levels, including the spiritual level. A spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask for help and it may be given in response to that request. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift can also be given without us asking for anything at all, at least not consciously. Sometimes it is our hearts that cry out for help. While we are busy getting on with our to-do lists, we don't often stop to think about what our hearts might need. If we do, and an immediate solution is not obvious, we just get on with life, either letting the issue be or taking the more painful option of dwelling on it without seeing how it might be resolved. However, there is a loving benevolence in life that knows exactly what we need and how it can best come to us, even when we are not quite so clear. This force actively seeks to assist us in walking our life path. You guys. Journey, temple path. I'm telling you, it's always so relevant. Where was I? Got excited. That loving sweetness is being offered to you now or soon will be in the form of a spiritual gift. A spiritual gift may be symbolic. It may be something that seems ordinary but holds a lot of meaning to you. It might be an object that catches your eye and mesmerizes you. You might think you are appreciating how lovely it looks, but it is the underlying energy that captures you. Something in the appearance, color, or shape speaks to you and is perhaps answering an unspoken prayer. It is not the object that is the gift. That is just the wrapping. The actual gift is subtle yet effective empowerment. It is like a spiritual booster shot that helps you move forward in life with additional zing, extra strength, and greater peace. You will be empowered to accomplish tasks that you may have nearly, but not quite, been able to manage on your own through the bestowal of a spiritual gift. The spiritual gift may not be recognizable to you. It may be very obvious. An offer, a windfall, a trip, a friendship, a new lover, or a remarkable healing in a current relationship. It might be far more subtle and even more powerful, such as a jolt of energy that allows you to perceive things differently all of a sudden and perhaps solve a problem that has been plaguing you. It will be bestowed as and when it is needed, in the form that will best serve the love in you. This oracle brings you the message, let yourself be helped. Assistance is coming your way, so act on it and say yes. If you've also, alright, there's just a quick healing process, so if you want to do it, let's do it. So, say, through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude. So be it. What in the world? That's so beautiful. I love it. It makes my heart so happy. Okay. Let's see. I do want to do one thing because, I didn't do a reading last week and it is an Aries full moon. I want to see what we can possibly be letting go of because full moons are definitely a time to release. Jeez, you guys. What the heck? No place like home. Let's see what it says. Interesting. Let's see. Essential meanings. Authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as an observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. And honestly, because this is an Aries full moon, which is my home sign, my emotional self, that feels so nourishing to me because I really do feel like as an Aries moon, we can be so fiery. We can be so independent, so don't tell me what to do. But I think it's a protection mechanism. I think it's because we're afraid to actually allow what we truly desire to manifest, if that makes sense. The relationship message. Lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add love to the world. Prosperity message. When you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. And the protection message, because it is a full moon, so we do have to beware. There are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what's familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. And like I said at the beginning, with Virgo season, there was that fork in the road, and it's like, okay, I know this path. I know how this path ends, but I don't know this one. So I'm going to try this one. I love that, you guys. I love that. Okay, let's see. What Miracles Now card we get? And, I talked a lot again. I don't even know if people really watch the full thing because I'm just such a chatty Cathy, but I got a lot to say. Anyway, I feel like with all the chaos in the world, this is a very nourishing message, and I think we could all use a little bit of that. Let's see. I am not the victim. I am the lighthouse. And I think, when you truly do the shadow work that I speak of, your story empowers you. You're no longer coming from that victim mentality. it strengthens you, and you can be the light for others to help them walk through the darkness, the pain, and the suffering, because on the other side, there is hope, there is love, there is beauty. All right, my loves. Wow. I hope that this is a beautiful, nourishing Libra season, and I hope that you really allow this full moon in Aries help you get clear on what it is that you want. Um, you know, we don't always have to be so independent. Like, yes, it is a beautiful thing, but also there needs to be that balance. All right, I'm sending you so much love. I hope that you have a beautiful now. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and I will see you soon.